Okay, stream up. Now that I'm only streaming on my dev channels, I'm only streaming the dev on the dev channels, that is, absolutely 0 viewers. That is the expectation. There should no longer be a need to have this information here. Let's get rid of that. That is still the task. Now, I am suspecting that actually I was misleading myself last time, and that probably step 1 is just going to be to empty the cache. If I can remember how to do that in Firefox. Preferences. Okay. Well, that probably explains it. There is something cachy going on because, like, the site isn't here. They're clearly missing assets. I don't understand how it's possible that that's missing. Oh, that's right. I have this set up in a weird way. Okay, unfortunately that's nothing. Yeah, link to link doesn't work. LD. Okay, that was a bit boring. The interface loads fine. Let's just try something stupid. So if I set it not to download audio, yeah, okay. If I set it to download audio, okay, I think I just had some caching going on. Always mind your caches. Always mind your caches. Yep, this all looks good. I probably don't need that console log there. I'm forever forgetting to remove console.logs. Where is that? Oh, I guess that would then be... Oh, you know what I need is I need for that to actually show like a fancy downloading user interface to show what it's downloading, how far it is, etc., etc. Well, that's what it should be doing. Oh god. Don't vim it. Just CD to it. Okay, I really don't need that to be the non-minified version. It should be fine. The chooser, though. Ooh, have I not added a license header to this? Naughty. That's useful. Now I think... Now I think... Uh, da, da, da. Right, the question is, can I give more useful progress information than that? I don't know what the answer is. Right, it's actually in the encoder that it does on progress. Do I have the duration information here? Yes. Which means I also have it in the conductor. Yeah. Okay, so now I should have the time and duration information for our body. Expected 3 arguments, we got 2. Whoops, I'm not in that directory anymore. Should have probably actually checked that the type's checked. Make it. NeoVim is much better than Vim, but on some terminals it really likes to leave crap in the final var when you quit it. It's trying. That's not how that works. You know what, I'll just hard refresh. It's still console log. Yes, it's still console log. I just haven't changed, or I just have changed what it console logs, that's all. Or I have not changed what it console logs. Saving data is a blob. Curious. Why? Just why? Why? Why, dear God, why? Is it dynamically loading? Let's just clear my cache. Just always be cache clearing. Pretty sure I just have console.log there. Oh, not that. Download chooser. Yeah, that's just console log. Not push D. Oh, God. Ah, please die. I hate people. People are truly the worst kind of people. I really wanted to deal with that crap while also, streaming dev stuff. That is definitely calling it with the duration. Gonna be a little bit difficult to read in this configuration. I don't trust that it actually got rid of the cache. Yeah, that only has 2 elements. What the hell? Well, I guess maybe that's misleading. Or this is an unrelated on progress. I shouldn't have named it on progress. Well, I've definitely refreshed that now, so if it has any ability to send all of the information, it should be there. I mean, it just isn't possible. I just want the current time and the duration so that I can actually report something. The only problem is that the thing that is currently happening is clearly not happening. But other than that, everything's working great. The only instances of on progress. That now takes 3 parameters. Yeah. It uses the track duration. How is it that nothing ever makes any sense? I'm going to open this in Chrome because even in spite of everything, I feel like this is just, just caching. Like it can't be caching, and yet here we are. Oh wait, oh my god, I'm an idiot. Wasn't actually installing the minimized version. Wasn't even building the minimized version. I switched back to the minified version, but I neglected to actually make it. Okay, very good, very good. So now all I need is a widget, and boy howdy, if I'm good at anything, it's designing user interfaces. That's me. When you want a user interface designed, always ask the programmer. Okay, so actually this is going to be in the chooser, probably? Downloader box. Yeah. Yeah. Get past my helper functions. Nope, this is ES5. No const here. Do I really not have DCE? I'm using document.createElement like a savage? Okay. Oh no, I'm using row because I'm just using a standard sort of element. And rows are almost certainly divs, yes, okay. So that really should be sufficient. Now, obviously, not the right first step, but file, time, duration. Just to give myself a step 1 to advance from and make sure that it's at least kind of working. Oh, of course, the rows have coloration. That's why I'm using rows. That's why this whole thing exists. It's nothing to do with anything else. It's all coloration. Okay, I actually don't want status box to be a row. I'm gonna have so many versions of this test file here. Okay. Now, I have actually a similar element here, so I can use it as a, yeah. What I want... Oh, is that what I did? I put... Ah, I used 2 elements. I thought I did some weird CSS trick to make the background have multiple images without any or multiple, not images, multiple, thingies, multiple doobly-doos without any, transition between them. This is faintly annoying, actually. Do I do it the same way? I think the answer is probably yes, to be honest. In order to do it the same way, I need position relative to that. That way I can absolutely position that within it. There's going to be some z-index issues here. Not the biggest concern. Pozioitoioin. This isn't great because I'm recreating the status indicator every time, but that's what a garbage collector is for. Oh, this is also not great because it doesn't function at all. Oh, it's also not great because I didn't give this a background style or anything, so there's nothing to distinguish it. Just gonna choose a random number that I probably have. I don't even know if that's a thing in my style. I should probably try harder. That's actually exactly the right color to use. Boy, I'm brilliant. By no fault of my own, I chose exactly the right thing. Okay, so there's my, like, percentage indicator. I should probably check. Yeah, okay, that looks good in light mode. Okay. So that's the indicator. I'm just going to, well, I'll get to that in a second. It's the indicator. That's the status bar, and this is the status indicator. Yeah, Dan, light mode. I don't know whoever wanted light mode. It's unacceptable. Let's go ahead and display this in a less terrible way. You know what? If I always need it times 100, then I'm just going to multiply it by 100, like some kind of human. I could probably also show, like, the name of the file. That would be helpful. Okay. Obviously, I'm going to fiddle with the font a bit, but I think this is actually a pretty good first cut. I also want this bar and indicator to be permanent elements rather than just created on the fly. That's very silly. Huh. Oh god! Oh, what have I done? I've made several critical mistakes. First critical mistake. Let's clear out the box before I put anything in it. That's perhaps a little bit silly because I'm actually just going to recreate these later, but oh well. Second critical mistake. God, how the hell does z-indexing work? No matter how I think it works, it's always the opposite way. I don't know why I'm doing that there. It should be here. It kind of was, Dan. And you know what? As a status indicator, like showing the percent bar for each file isn't the worst idea in the world. It's just that it would start to get real chonky as you as you start filling it up. Like, there's nothing wrong with showing 100% of this file and then 100% of that file. I don't understand how it's... Why is it that no matter what order I put it in... I mean, I can cheat. I can just, set its z-index. Let's play How Many Downloads Have I Done? That many. How is that? No matter what I do, it's always in the wrong order. Time to do this the web programmer way. Wow, what great bar sizes you've got here. So yeah, this is obviously here. Let's take the z-index off of that and put a z-index on this. I mean, I should not need the z-index. I generally find that if you're z-indexing, you've made a terrible error. The hell? How is it that even with this set, it still won't go away? What I am seeing is not possible. I mean, I could also position this absolutely. That's not a good idea. That sort of accidentally made it work, kinda. I genuinely don't understand. This is why I hate making user interfaces. There's always just crap that makes no damned sense. Like, genuinely what is happening right now. I mean, I certainly don't understand the interaction between absolute positioning and the indexes. And I'm guessing that that's all that's happening here. It is time to look for the correct way to do this. Might be background pattern or something. Oh, no, not W3 schools. Just not W3 schools. Okay, fine, I'll look. Okay, literally could not be any worse. Same shit I already did. Same shit. Okay, so basically their solution is we don't know how to do this either. Figure it out. Cool. This is not a final solution. This is just me at least seeing if I can make it do something. Good job making that a string. Oh, my brain is gone. That actually looks fine. I might want the font to be a little bit bigger, but I have accidentally happened upon an accidental solution. Okay, but let's at least do it correctly here, so. I want the status bar and the status indicator to be permanent elements rather than temporary elements. I mean, particularly with user interfaces, Dan. If you want me to make a user interface, it will always look like user interface by developer. So anything that goes right, I am ecstatic. Okay, I don't want that anymore. Feels a little bit weird for this to be here, but there's kind of nowhere else for it to be. Oh, you know what? You know what should be here? That way I can just permanently have its height be 3M. Wait, this height is relative to this font size? So that's necessary, that's unavoidable. This I should really just do permanently, because that's not going to change. Okay. That didn't work at all. Oh, I made it invisible and then never made it visible. Isn't it completely normal that to make an object visible, you set the empty string into the display? Ugh. Ugh. Ew. Ew. It's not, so what I need is not vertical centering. What I need is just for the sizing to be correct. I mean, that's going to do that, yeah. I don't quite follow. Wait just a cotton picking second. So it's not centered? You've chosen not to make it centered. I mean, I guess, yeah, the height is... No, okay, wait. It's that the height isn't relative to this font size. Oh, that's very strange. It's supposed to change the M's, like, the M's is always relative to the current object's M's. I don't understand. But that didn't fix... Oh, it's very bad, Dan. I am not happy with it. Do I understand why I had to do that? No. Do I care? Only if it doesn't work in Chrome. Let's check that it's doing what I expect it to in Firefox. I'm also not done. I need to clear that out. I think there should be more space between these. In fact, I'm going to fix that spacing now because that's very, very easy. Oh, God, what have I done? There we go. That's possibly too much space, but I think it's fine. Obviously, with these particular files, that's just filling up instantly, but in a larger project, that would fill nice and slow. Now I just need for... Oh, wait. Don't get distracted. I was going to check to make sure this works on Chrome. That's either a big no or a big I had cached stuff. That was a big I have cached stuff. Okay. Okay. Now I just need for that to disappear when it's done. Since you are downloading a file, I shouldn't need to give a separate indication here that it's done. Like, the fact that the download finishes is the indication that it's done, and the status bar can just go away. That seems pretty decent. The status box... I do not have a screen reader set up in this configuration, but I'm going to do this anyway. Status, not the status box, the status... Oh, do I make this an ARIA class status? That feels like it's gonna... I mean, it doesn't actually update that often. The way it updates is quite unfortunate because it changes with the name and the percentage. What I should really do... I should have two elements, one of which is the name and one of which is the percentage, so that on a screen reader it will say file name, percent, 100%, file name, percent, 100%. And in order to do that, I'm going to put it in my to-do list to do later. Good, 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 good. Look at that. Only 2 files changed. Slightly shocking. I guess technically I did not check that in Firefox it actually correctly ends when it's done. So I'll quickly check that. Yep, looks good. I just want to remember if I set it up. Yeah, it does let you do that. Congratulations, it's nothing. If you download it as an Audacity project, it still creates the project file. This is setting download audio to no. Oh, there it is. Incredible. Incredible. Should I remove the ability to do this, or should I say, well, if you choose don't download anything, then obviously you're not going to download anything, dumbass? Now, theoretically, I should be able to set both on everything. These are all set to default. And I should download 8 of everything with echo cancellation. Oh no. Oh no. Well, this feels like exactly the problem that I was trying to fix before. So I fixed some unrelated problem and not the important one. Why is this page in Quirks mode? There's doctype HTML, you twit. Okay, whatever. Oh, that's an embedded page. That's not this page. Curious. I don't understand. It was all working fine, and then I changed nothing, and now no part of it works. Like, I'm not even getting an error message. Let me make sure that downloading everything works in Chrome. Yep. Yep, looks good. Is this a useful way to do this? No. It is a weasel experiencing ennui, Joseph. I can actually show the Ennuicastr logo very quickly. It is this weasel experiencing ennui. It's the on-weasel. It's not really depressed. He's just experiencing ennui. It's, you know, it's a quarter of a step below depression. Yeah, that is 16 files from one download. Okay, Firefox. It's time for you to work with me. I mean, at least give me an error message. Don't just do nothing. It's hard to debug problems when literally nothing happens. That feels like a large number of libav threads. Oh, is it just... Wow, that is a lot of libav threads. And Firefox does limit the number of threads you're allowed to have. Have I really just... Because every file is a decoder thread, an encoder thread, possibly an audio normalization thread, so like 2 to 3 per. I would think that it would give you some kind of error if you went over the worker limit. But I guess I see no indication of that, and this sure tastes like that. Can I test that? Yes, in a very stupid way that's going to freeze the browser. I guess I could also... Okay, there's a much better way to do this. There's a much better way to do this. I just need to remember which ones create libav instances. I was exactly correct. I'll just have a single shared libav instance for everything. That way, even if I'm doing multiple decodes, encodes, whatever, at least I'm not creating a huge number of them. And the way I was doing it, like, every single one creates its own instances, and you just end up, like, ballooning ridiculously quickly when actually a single libav instance can handle any number of downloads, so... It's a little bit silly that I'm now putting this in a separate variable, but, you know, whatever. I can fix that later. I mean, they say that you need 10,000 hours of experience to become an expert in something, Dan, and I mean, I have no idea when I hit... I probably hit 10,000 hours when I was, like, 16. It's just been a lot of time. Okay, yeah, do not terminate it. We're just going to keep a single instance. You'll navigate away from the page to close it, so that's fine. Conveniently, I gave it the same name. So, oops. Left in the very thing I was checking for. Now, if I was correct here, then I'm going to gloat about how incredible my intuition is. If I was incorrect here, then this is still fine. I've still improved things. This is still a better way for this to be, so I'll still gloat. How's that? Luckily, I was cleaning up after myself anyway, so I wasn't depending on terminating the process to do all of that. Yes, okay, that should be fine. Why did I declare? I didn't want to declare. Okay. Now for the question. Was my intuition correct? Was I just creating more workers than Firefox is willing to deal with? Well, I'm not testing that intuition because I haven't fixed it to not do that. I love clearing my cache. Everybody loves clearing their cache. Nothing's more fun than clearing my cache. Okay, but honestly, how? I'm unsure how I've effed this up this badly. And then, yeah, that instantly creates like a ludicrous number of threads. Yep. Web worker hell, I think, Joseph. It's more than just web worker land. We are deep in the midst of web worker hell here. There's one per module, so it shouldn't really be possible for it to create more than 3. Oops. Wait, oh my god, it's race condition hell! It's race condition hell! No! Okay, we're doing this the correct way. We're doing this right. I still don't want to share a single instance. What I want is to have a central authority for instances. This is the Ultima 5 of coding, says Daddy Chat. I mean, yes. Let's just go with yes. Okay, so what do I want here? I'll just have an identifier for each one. That'll do. No, 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 no. Hello, Joshua. Welcome. Well, see for yourself, Joshua. At this exact moment, I'm actually writing code rather than debugging. Async. Now, have I written a file that has fewer lines of actual code than copyright and licensing lines? Answer, yes. Well, you know, these things happen. Theoretically, I guess in this context, I don't even need that. God, I've just realized what I actually want is exactly what I had before. That's my starting place. Oops. That's not at all what I wanted to do. Ennui modules. There are many sources of ennui, and some of them are modules. Okay. So this is the decoder. Contraptia is really hard. Yeah, Joshua. Malo and I have gotten quite good at it. You have to, like, it is, I mean, the whole point of the game is that AI is stupid and bad at everything. But you really have to think so far outside of all boxes sometimes. It really feels very strange. libvav. Ooh, and I also may need to make sure not to terminate it when I'm done. That will break absolutely everything. Well, definitely not man or banana, Joshua. 0% chance of that. So, I've found that part of the trick, and it's far from 100%, but if anybody's curious what we're talking about, Contraptia.com. Uh, here's an advertisement for Derby. Like, when you're at this stage, you can hide any one word. And so you have access to a bunch of imagery, and every time you get a word, you lose images. So you have to be a little bit careful about what order you do things in. Like, you should really get rid of graduation here because that's sort of swamping everything. But at a certain point, you get to, like, this word isn't swamping the other word, so I'm not going to get rid of it because maybe I'll just get multiple images. There was an edge of a table in the image. There was furniture there. It just wasn't particularly relevant. Okay. I am not confident that this is going to fix anything. This should fix it, but I'm not confident. Oh god, what have I done? Turns out I still needed this type definition. I don't know why I was so confident I didn't. I was confident enough to just out and out remove it. Outstanding, Joshua. Do you mean on stream? That would be that would be a nice change. Or a nice development, I suppose. Okay. Watch the threads. Okay. So, yeah, it made 3 threads. It still doesn't work. I wonder if it's the... I don't know what's happening. I really... Like, the fact that it refuses to... Whatever error is happening here, it's just, like, not even giving an error message, and that's extremely frustrating. Need the non-minified version in order to be able to debug this at all. One moment, I did not get myself something to drink for this. You know what? I don't even need to say one moment. I just remembered I have wireless headphones, or wireless headset rather. I can go anywhere in my apartment. You could still hear me, and I just don't know what you're saying behind my back. That's all. Perfect. There we go. Last time, though I have literally no clue how this is even possible, the Yollop writer never actually returned. And here we are again. Joseph, I use NeoVim. I just, I've used Vim for 20 years, so part of it is just being accustomed to it, but every time I've attempted to adapt to an IDE, it just doesn't fit my flow. So I end up falling back to a Vim, but I do still like certain IDE features like auto completion and types and auto indentation and all of that. So I'm definitely a NeoVim power user, but I do prefer it. But it's yeah, I'm not a Vim zealot. Everybody should use whatever they're comfortable with. I am merely a Vim user. I mean, how is this possible? It's the only... There's no change. I mean, if it was a Twitch stream, Joshua, then Twitch, makes it annoying. I need a debuggable copy of Yollop. Yeah, VODs usually end up on the YouTube. Getting VODs to actually stick on Twitch is often not worth the time. I don't remember if I even have anything configured to be able to get a debuggable version of YALL the distinctive chance that I just never anticipated needing to debug it. I don't write code with bugs in it. Joshua, I wear glasses in real life. In certain streams, you may have even heard this. Well, actually, given that I'm using my headset, I don't know if you'll hear this sound, but you may have heard a sound something. Oh, wait, and I can't do it now because I'm wearing glasses shades. Never mind. There's occasionally been the sound of me like taking off my glasses in frustration. That's I do. Yes, I do really wear glasses, but not pince nez. I have a glasses chain like an ancient man. So yeah, that is wildly undebuggable. I mean, like even the point of Yalweasel it has sort of blondish hair and green eyes is just entirely like I sorry, Joseph. I'm sorry to burst your bubble. It's not actually a cartoon camera. Yep, that's entirely the wrong directory. Don't whistle the music you're listening to. Nobody else can hear it. What? That's not debuggable. What the hell happened? I cleared my cache. Joshua, I have. I mean, right now I'm listening to. I mean, This is freaking Verdi. I'm listening to Verdi. But I would. So I listen to a lot of Tango Nuevo, which is a hybrid of tango and jazz. Uh, but mainly sort of what would broadly be umbrellaed as classical. I, I, I definitely like. I guess I didn't check that this is actually a. Oh wait, I know. Minify, yeah, Minify would do it. Cat is my minifier. Joshua, what I say is, you know how some people say, "Oh, I like all music except for X." For me, it's I don't like most music. I guess there's not really a lot of genres that I out and out hate, but I don't like most music. And part of it is that I generally just prefer silence. Like, I'm only listening to music now because I have to wear headphones, obviously, for you to be able to hear me, and it feels weird to wear headphones and just have complete silence in the headphones. That just feels strange. So, people think I'm very strange because, like, when I drive long distances, I just listen to nothing. No radio, no anything, just silence. All I want is silence. And road nose. Uh, Libertango by Astor Piazzolla. I'm not going to play it because copyright strike. But just the whole Libertango album, but Libertango itself is like Piazzolla's magnum opus. So Dan, nothing like as major of an issue, but I get really severe earwax buildup, and uh, when like there's always a period of time between earwax is built up and I have actually flushed it out, and it is like really difficult to just go through life with essentially being deaf in one ear and not the other, because it's like it affects your balance and such. And so in those situations, like, yeah, I am constantly listening to music because it's at like, 500% volume in one ear and 10% volume in the other, just to sort of give me some sense of balance. Unfortunately, I still have this ECMAScript 5 ified, and so it's still going to be a mighty complicated procedure. What the hell just happened? I should have just set it here. So it's Yullup itself, I guess unsurprisingly, that failed to load. That's a bizarre way to put that, Joshua. Most people ask about just cuisines. Putting snacks in the same category as Italian feels really strange. Uh, and I guess my favorite cuisine is Thai. I mean, really, just the thing with cuisine is variety is the spice of life. What you need is just variety. That's more important than any particular specific cuisine. Trying to decide if there's somehow a race condition here, but I'm not really sure how that's even possible. Never got... It did load the worker. Hello? No, that's just because I did that. I made that slow. Wait, but it's still waiting. Hello? It didn't load the WASM. What? That's not possible. How many spoken and written languages do I know? Asked Joshua. Almost one. I mean, that's a common joke, but I'm actually quite eloquent, so I definitely know English. I mean, I'd speak a truly hilariously small amount of Mandarin Chinese and a vanishing amount of Spanish. See, Dan, I'm a chicken guy. I eat frightening amounts of chicken. Although I've been trying to just eat less meat in general, and that includes chicken. And so I eat less chicken than I used to, and that I eat just less meat than I used to. Uh, but I like I really, of course, the thing I like about chicken is that you can sort of make it be whatever you want. It's very versatile rather than just the flavor of chicken. Although I will make abundantly clear that anybody who claims to prefer white meat is very stupid. I like the part that doesn't have flavor. I mean, it genuinely didn't load the WASM. It must be that somehow it's not figuring out the path. It has to be that somehow it's just not figuring out the path. It is certain that that's what's going wrong here. But even if it wasn't figuring out the path, why does it report nothing? That's so bizarre. So theoretically, this should... Yes, that stops in the actual worker. It knows it's a worker. Don't you like how multi-streaming makes weird shit like that happen, Joshua? Let me address the bot. This makes me uncomfortable. But again, like, it never even loaded the... Oh, I understand, Joshua. It's just like, you know, the amusing nonsense of, uh, of restreaming, multi-streaming. I have a theory. It's the theory I already said. I think it's not finding its path. And it's not loading from just the current directory, so if it doesn't know its path, then it can't possibly find the WASM file. The question is, why does it know its path on Chrome and not Firefox? And the question is, why did it work just fine before? Because it couldn't load a worker before! I actually broke it by fixing it! It wasn't happening in a worker! Okay, the quick fix is just to make it not be in a worker at all. That's not a good fix, and I'm going to put the proper fix on my to-do list. But as a quick fix, to-do list, Yallop worker Firefox. Oh, don't good job me until I've actually confirmed that it's correct, because while I do usually credit my intuition as being pretty good, it's not like I'm incapable of wrong. Actually be in the conductor. I mean, it feels very strange to not do it in a worker, but this is only the final zipping. It really shouldn't be a particularly heavy job, and everything else will be properly loading in a worker. This error page has no error code in its security info. That's true, Joseph! Yeah, that fixed nothing. Nothing! Nada! Zilch! Zero! And it's not, yeah, it's failing to actually load the WASM. That's really strange. Joshua, I never play, well, I won't say never, but I rarely play games in my spare time, no. And I have no explanation for it. There's like so it is a, I would describe this aspect of my personality as a condition rather than a, like, not describing it as anything good, but whenever I play a video game, there's always some part of my brain going, you could be doing something productive right now. And I'm better at tuning that out while watching a video than playing a game. I guess because while watching a video, I kind of can still mentally do something productive. Like I can, you know, design or organize something in my head, whereas playing a video game is a little bit too interactive. And so one of the really nice things about Let's Playing for me is that just streaming it and doing that kind of stuff can sort of quell the part of my brain that goes, you could be being productive right now, without it needing to be something that's too, like, mentally strenuous. That was a mistake. I just skipped past the important part. Well, I also, Joseph, boy howdy, have no interest in uh, uh, making money. uh, so that is correct. It really should be able to find the WASM file. Just stepping through this file will not do me any good. This file is too giant and complicated. Oh, don't get me wrong, Joseph. I have much money. I have no interest in making money because I already make money. I make more than sufficient money, and I don't want to, supplement my income with something that will cause stress, like making games that are on Steam or something. I am not a businessman. I'm not an entrepreneur. This is 100% correct. That is that correct? That feels a bit small. Maybe that's just how big it is. That's fine. The file exists. I don't compile this with even if I was compiling it in a weird way, it would give some kind of error message. Like I don't understand. It's just doing nothing. There's no way that it wouldn't. This feels strange because I'm not even debugging really code. Yeah, Dan. So this is unfortunately not that surprising. It's not that unusual. Now, I think I've come to the conclusion that I am not going to solve this right now. Because I've got tons of Emscripten modules here. There's something uniquely happening to this one that I'm starting to suspect has nothing to do with anything. Like it's probably just some weird caching behavior or just madness, just Firefox being Firefox. Joshua, I mean, I have developed this whole thing, and Chrome. So my general experience is Chrome is so seat of its pants from the perspective of a developer that it's like just constantly broken. it's just like always something, like something is always wrong. Whereas Firefox is more geriatric. Firefox always feels like it's lagging behind. It's a little bit more unwilling to keep up with the newest standards and such. And so what's there you can trust more, but there are always things that feel like they're missing. Anyway, yeah, like I said, I'm clearly not going to fix this today. I have really no clue. I really have no clue what's going on there. That's very, very strange. But I did fix a lot. I fixed a lot. Many things were fixed, and it does no longer loads Infinity workers, so that's good. Let's get rid of this crap. Okay. End of stream. Thanks for coming, everybody. I don't know. I'll stream dev irregularly. I'm always developing stuff, and I'll just stream it when I feel like it. I don't know. Goodbye.